When Song Joong Ki delivered the devastating revelation about Song Hye Kyo, the world essentially came to a halt. Leeminho's response was incredibly combustible. At one point, our favorite K-drama prince was cool, controlled, and in control. The next, he was visibly shaken. As if the revelation had struck him like a lightning, his jaw tightened and his eyes widened. What specifically did Song Joong Ki reveal? What were the layers of carefully constructed public identities that those words pierced? Furthermore, why does Leeminho's statement suggest that this story may be more nuanced than it first seems? Stay tuned as we explore every facet of this historic event in this video, including backstage disputes and fan ideas that are sparking social media controversy. Let's look back a moment. Song Joong Ki casually mentioned a private conversation she had with Song Hye Kyo on a well-known variety show. During this call, she reportedly informed him of a past transgression with Leeminho. In his speech, Joong Ki made it clear that he had no plans to reveal this information on national television. But once he shouted those words, there was no turning back. Leeminho, seated in the crowd, was visibly upset. His usually unflappable veneer shattered, but his theatrical acts had always shown fans a raw blend of hurt and rage. Now let's look at Leeminho's body language. A quick close-up showed his knuckles spreading out over the armrest. In another, he leaned forward, his lips clenched so tightly that they seemed on the verge of breaking. These were not a performer's contrived facial expressions. They were the irrational reactions of a man who had been hit in the face. We'll slow down these pivotal moments later, so you can see every small expression that has a deeper meaning than just words. But what exactly was the shocking revelation Song Joong Ki made? According to a video clip circulating online, Joong Ki suggested that Song Hye Kyo had disclosed during a cast reunion that she and Leeminho formerly shared more than just friendship, implying a secret affair that came before her well-known engagements. Fans immediately began to ask questions. Was a secret connection in place? Did industry pressure cause them to split up? Or did eager tabloid reporters and ears magnify this miscommunication? To understand the significance of this event, let's look at the previous encounters between these three stars. Song Hye Kyo and Leeminho co-starred early in their careers, forging a bond that fans adored. Song Joong Ki joined later, captivating audiences alongside Hi Kio in one of the decade's most popular songs. Over the years, media outlets speculated endlessly about off-screen feelings, despite both parties' public denials of any relationship. Therefore, why would Joong Ki mention this discovery now? More importantly, what does this imply about his loyalty to lifelong friends against professional discretion? Keep watching, because we have exclusive insider information that indicates issues have been simmering behind the scenes. Industry sources claim that during off-camera moments at award shows, Song Joong Ki and Leeminho exchanged icy glances. Backstage crew whispered of a rift that began long before this broadcasted rage. Unreleased video from the previous year's film festival, which fans have been watching endlessly for signs of a falling out that no one has confirmed yet, will also be shown to you. However, the reaction from fans has been nothing short of explosive. Online communities have split into two factions. Those who believe Hye Kyo's sharing of distressing memories was driven by her loyalty to Joong Ki, and others who defend Minho's right to privacy and accuse Joong Ki of betraying her. Comment threads on YouTube and Twitter are exploding with theories that range from a long-standing love triangle to a secret engagement gone wrong. The most fascinating fan investigations will be featured later in this video, along with side-by-side comparisons of the interviews and red carpet events that support these allegations. But Song Hye Kyo, what about her? In public, she has remained strangely silent, neither confirming nor denying the latest rumors. Some suggest that by remaining silent, she is protecting both men from further consequences, which speaks for itself. There are many who argue that she is waiting for the right moment to recapture her story. We have exclusive recordings of a recent podcast conversation where Hye Kyo hinted at potential career changes. We guarantee you'll want to hear the tone of her voice. The intensity of the feeling is not well conveyed in the transcript. As the drama unfolds, it's difficult to ignore the broader implications for celebrity society. In an era where every moment off-screen could be used as material, stars must strike a balance between authenticity and overexposure. Leeminho's irate outburst and Song Joong Ki's startling disclosure serve as a reminder of how fragile these relationships can be when they are in the spotlight. Later in this video, we'll discuss expert opinions on how social media magnifies every mistake and why celebrities sometimes use public appearances to settle personal scores. Then what? Will Minho make an announcement? Is Song Hye Kyo going to speak? Will Song Joong Ki be able to move over the backlash she faced for revealing such a personal issue live on TV? Stay tuned as we conclude by talking about likely future steps that might either deepen or widen this split, such as upcoming talk show appearances, purported apology videos, and even a potential joint interview. As the story unfolds, we promise to update you on every turn, reaction, and development. Keep clicking. Keep checking back for a detailed analysis, original fan theories, and exclusive behind-the-scenes material. In the world of K-dramas, reality may sometimes be even more dramatic than fiction. It all began quite innocently enough. Song Joong Ki appeared on a popular chat show to promote his new project. The audience was hoping for some casual banter, humor, and maybe a sneak peek at his next series. Instead, midway through the show, Joong Ki casually brought up a private discussion she had with Songhyekyo, during which she allegedly disclosed something very personal about Leeminho. His voice seemed almost light, like he was repeating something he had heard buddy say. But it was by no means an informal topic. The realization shook the room, as Joong Ki said in the now viral video. At lunch last month, Hi Kio told me there was more to her story with Minho than anyone knows. Something she's never admitted publicly. He paused, looked at the camera with a hint of shame, and then asked another question. It just took 2 seconds for the stoppage to occur. In those few seconds, viewers felt that Joong Ki had overreached herself. Let's analyze it. More about Minho and her story. Never made a public admission. These remarks dealt a double-edged blow, hinting at both a covert relationship and a betrayal of trust. The live reaction from Leeminho came next. A man on the verge of death. Cut to Leeminho seated in the audience of the studio. The camera panned in on his face as the words hung in the air. He was the first to furrow his forehead. Then he tightened his jaw. By the time he continued, the host's knuckles were white, and he gripped the armrest tightly. Let's have a look at this. The wrinkled brow suggested betrayal and confusion. Lip tightness is sometimes a sign that someone is having difficulty controlling their anger. His shoulders were tight, as if his body were preparing for a defensive reaction. Every little gesture said a lot. To fully understand the importance of this period, we need to look back. Leeminho and Song Hye Kyo rose to fame in the late 2000s and forged a cherished on-screen partnership. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable. Viewers who were yearning for romance on and off-screen were given new hope when Song Joong Ki subsequently appeared, and his collaboration with Hi Kio reignited the romance between the song pair. But off-screen, there had been long simmering gossip about these three superstars' secret rivalries and personal disputes. These rumors had never been confirmed until now.